Hello, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, people all around the world. My name is Sir Daniel and I'm from San Diego, California. I'm 28 years old. I'm a local musician. I suffer from dyslexia, so you'll get to experience a lot of that with me today. So today's topic, we're going to talk about my philosophy on music and how I came to establish Hip-Tro. So to understand that, we're going to start all the way in the beginning. In elementary school, I used to play the alto saxophone in a concert band. So I was performing at San Diego State University for competitions. My instructor was Mr. Sari and Shara, who were a great influence to my preconceptual idea of music, reading notes and putting it all together. After that, all the way to middle school, I regularly performed. Then I did the garage band thing. I was playing guitar, playing Nirvana covers with my homies, John and Anthony, performing at school, and that's when we began to create our own original music. After that band, which we called Audio Ignorance and Standing Still, I believe, I went to high school. They moved away. They moved to Arizona. So I continued to pursue my interests in music. All while I was heavily influenced by my older brother, Luis. He used to play hip-hop and R&B for me all day, every day. Everything from the Dog Pound, Ice Cube, Master P, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Devin the Dude, Corrupt and Daz, which is part of the Dog Pound. That's when I began to establish the electronic with the hip hop. And still venturing in the music, I joined a hardcore metal band because I was just eager to be around and surrounded by music. We did very well. I was in a group called Comes the Horsemen, but just like every group, there's a lot of different interests that get pulled certain ways. People have kids, people get a career job, and so forth. So in high school, I continued that. When I went to college at San Diego State, I was exposed to a lot more musicians there, which kind of began to funnel myself into another direction. I didn't want to be seen for like the screamo grindcore kind of stuff, although it was a lot of fun, very high energy, big ass pits. Got to open for some really large touring bands, Parkway Drive, Amir, a couple cool ones. And then like I said, I didn't want to be recognized for that anymore. I wanted to create my own identity. So that's when I established the Fixtures. When I was in grindcore, I was privileged enough to meet a lot of other musicians too, so I pulled one from here, pulled one from there, and I had Lalo Gomez on the drums, I had Stefan on the guitar, Lee Chambers, who's now signed to For the Win, I think, yeah, and myself on the keys and vocalist. And we had a bass player that jumped. We had Danny and another G Money dude. That all went well. It was really successful. We were playing House of Blues and stuff like that. But again, the same thing happened. Different interests. People get caught up with the ladies, so and so on forth. So I tried one more time with this indie rock, and we established the Third Eye Command Band, 3-piece. We did quite well again, performing at House of Blues and various other venues. But again, the same thing, couldn't hold it together. People stopped showing up to practice. I was fed up. I said, bad word this. And all while I had been accumulating pieces of equipment, basses, drums, guitars, synthesizers, speakers, monitors, microphones, cables, everything. So I finally landed where I'm at today, the Sir Daniel scheme. 2015, I dropped my first album, which was WestCoast. It was my first album that I could say I dedicated all my energy to the music and myself. One big important factor that happened to me when I was young, growing up in elementary school and middle school, again being heavily influenced by hip-hop and R&B, I purchased my first Slim Shady album, the Marshall Mathers. And night after night, I would play it right there in the front of the living room with big ass speakers. We had some nice Sony little thing. And one day my dad comes up and he's not happy that I'm listening to rap. And I'm sitting next to it. I got the volume all the way down, so I'm like literally on the speaker like so. And he caught me, I guess. I guess I was doing something bad. So he literally goes to the CD, pushes me out the way, ejects it, and snaps the CD before my eyes. It was the most crucial turning point, I guess, in my musician path, because I saw how much of power this hip-hop music has. So I decided to, after all that, devote myself to R&B and hip-hop and the aspects that I was able to bring and nurture, which are the live musician aspect to it. So now when I play, I have my friends come out and they perform with me. I got Lalo Gomez on the drums, I got Dylan Taylor on the bass, and I got my first friend on this planet, Marcos Galas, DJ Oso Flaco, on the fucking turntables. Damn it, I said I didn't want to cuss, but I guess I just did. So I'm very fortunate to be where I'm at. Nothing was given to me. I worked every day, day in, day out on the music. I broke myself every day. I cried. I did everything I could to make this possible. So now in 2017, I have released 3 albums, 2 full lengths, 1 EP. As far as my theme in Hip-Tro, it's always been about the unification of, or bridging the gaps between the high class and the low class. Now I'm a Mexican. I believe I'm first generation here in the United States. My parents came from Guadalajara. So opportunity was not the same as people that already have the advantage. So those are the things that I took in favor to when I was studying in school to become a sociologist. Inequalities, oppressors, economic systems, and with my music I hope to enlighten a broader audience that with music you can cross spectrums of knowledge if you listen and if you lend the ear. My biggest thing, I guess, that I try to do with my music is to teach people through my experience and let them know what I'm going through so they know that everything's okay. But in the bigger picture, to establish music as the ultimate freedom. That music can teach every system of operation out in the world. That there's no right or wrong way to work towards something. There's no such thing as right or wrong. And that's my biggest philosophy with music. I think J. Cole says that in one of his lyrics, so I am attached to his music, you know. I feel like I share that with him. He does a great job with it. So I try to do that in my own way. I don't try to be like nobody else. My music doesn't sound like anybody else. It's definitely unique. Hip-Tro is what I call it. And ultimately I hope with my music to not just free people and to escape from the world and everything, but to make people better in the sense of questioning everything that you do and everything that's already ready-made. I want to challenge the status quo. I want to present people with ideas of change in every sphere that it comes to. Now this is very broad, but with my music I learned that things don't have to be one certain way. Because we go and pump gas every fucking week, it don't have to be like that. there's electronic cars, there's electricity and things like that we can move mobile on. So again, with the Hip-Tro thing, most people in hip hop are just talking about pussy, money, weed, or killing, with the fucking Draco and so forth and so on. You know, I know many people around me are kind of fed up with that, so it helps me pursue the direction of music that I really want to, and people partake in it. You know, I'm all about positivity. I'm all about promoting well-being, and I hope to just bring people along to these new, different ideas, free travel, free healthcare, things that I've gotten to see across the globe. I've gotten a chance to go to Italy, see a little bit of their music. I've gotten a chance to go to the Philippines, party with them, and show my music there. If I could express something about my trip to the Philippines, I got to perform out there. And one night in particular, I was shocked, because after my performance, everybody clapped, everybody was like, yeah, this guy's cool, where you from, so and so, so and forth. There was one particular guy that shocked me. He was German. He comes up to me and he's like, it doesn't have to do anything where he's from or anything, but what he said was the most important. He said, hey man, I don't know if I like you, I want to be like you, or I want to kill you. Now to me, being in a faraway country, I said, oh shit, I'm F right here. This might be it for me. But the last thing that he said was the most meaningful part. And he said, I see you. You're smiling. You're happy. And you're handsome. Keep on doing what you're doing. And that was the biggest motivation for me to pursue this career. It's not for everybody. It feels easy. Everybody would be doing it. But I work hard at it. And sometimes, I guess I don't see it. But when people tell me things like that, it reassures it. So, again, my music, I try to preserve the positivity in the earth and just express that we all want the same things and we could all have the same things, but differently, right? If only we learn to use our minds in a different way. So again, bringing it back to the philosophy of my music, I'm bringing something fresh to the table, something that nobody's offering, and I appreciate everybody that's been with me through the journey. It's been 28 long years, and I'm very happy where I'm at. I'm not rich, I don't have a car, I don't have money, but I'm doing exactly what I want, and that's my thing to teach people. Most people are fucking stupid and have all this money, and they'll project these things and interests that they want on you because they just want you to stay down there and where you're at. Me, I'll maintain down here and try and elevate everybody else. I got a little flu, so sorry for my voice. I'm really not cracking, I swear. But for everybody that's been following me and watching this video, thank you guys very much. I will continue to post meaningful subjects on my YouTube channel. But for now, I'm gonna go wipe my little fever off and drink some water. But much love from San Diego to the rest of the world. Thanks for watching this. Sir Daniel. Follow me on all my social mediums. I'm out. Peace and love. West Coast style. Last thing, remember, everything is everything.